Hello, my name is Ann Vasquez. I'm the behavior support teacher at Earhart Elementary.
And I'm Gina Hutchinson. I'm also from Earhart Elementary, and I'm your school counselor.
What are we going to talk about today, Miss Hutchinson?
Well, our topic is, how big is the problem? So we'll talk about small problems and big problems and maybe some strategies to help us deal with those problems.
I like to use strategies because sometimes I have small problems and big problems, and these strategies help me to figure out what to do when a problem arises. Building community is part of Klein ISD's strategic plan. This presentation will engage, educate, and equip families with resources for social-emotional learning.
And in Klein ISD, every student enters with a promise and exits with a purpose.
Absolutely.
So, as I said earlier, two kinds of problems. We have small problems, and we do sometimes have big problems.
We are going to show you what to do when those two types of problems come up, because they do come up, and they come up for grown-ups too. So we want to help you to be better problem solvers. So when you have a small problem, you know it's a small problem because you can solve it yourself. Maybe it wasn't some kind of accident and an accident happened. You are okay. That's important. And you are not in danger. So those are very, very important components of a small problem. So if I'm in the cafeteria and I knock over my juice, what do you think? Is that a small problem or a big problem?
Well, let's think about it. Could you solve it yourself? And yeah, probably so. Was it an accident?
Yes, I would never spill my juice on purpose.
Okay. And are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. So how could you solve that problem?
I could get a towel and clean it up.
Yeah. So look, you had a strategy. You solved it yourself. So I would think that this is considered a small problem.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And I like that I'm not in danger and I'm not hurt. Very important.
Okay, so here are a few extra strategies to help you when you're dealing with small problems. So if someone is bothering you or interrupting you, you could simply say, "Stop it, please." You could talk it over between the two of you. You could share and take turns if you are wanting to use a computer or an iPad, and it could be in your classroom, it could be even at home. And if you are wanting it, but maybe someone else has it, you could share with that person and you could take turns. Again, you could ignore if someone's bothering you, just ignore them. You could walk away and do something else. So if you're at home and maybe your little brother or your little sister or your big brother or big sister, maybe they're bothering you because you're really into a book that you're reading. You could simply just walk away, go find another area that you could read that book. And then lastly, you could go to a calm down spot. Lots of our classrooms have calming areas. Maybe it's a favorite blanket or a pillow or a beanbag or a special spot in the classroom. Or maybe you even have a little nook at home where you like to put together puzzles or color or read a special book. Those are all things that you could do to help solve that problem, that small problem, and work through it.
Could I get one of my plushies and cuddle it?
Oh, of course you could. Those are my faves. Or maybe even a favorite blanket. Anything that can help you to calm down and solve that problem.
Excellent. I love all of these strategies. So now we're going to talk about big problems, because sometimes big problems do occur and they're very different from small problems.
Yes, they are.
When a big problem happens, there's danger, or someone is hurt, or someone is sick. People are fighting, or things are getting destroyed. And it's very, very important that you follow these steps when a big problem comes up. For example, suppose you're at the playground or at the park in your neighborhood and somebody falls off a piece of equipment and is hurt and is crying. That's a big problem. Can you think of another big problem that we might encounter during our day?
What if I was at home and I was making a snack or a lunch for myself and I got a glass of lemonade and I dropped the glass in the floor and glass shattered everywhere? That could possibly be a big problem.
Yeah, because we could get hurt from the glass.
That's
Could cut
danger.
our feet or something.
That's right.
So Miss Hutchinson's about to tell you what you should do when one of these big problems occur.
All right. So if you do come across a big problem, you should always immediately go and ask an adult for help. At school, there are adults everywhere. It could be your classroom, on the playground, in the gym, in the cafeteria, in the hallway. Wherever you may be, there's going to be an adult nearby, and you should always go and get help from them. Also at home, you could be with a parent or a neighbor or an older sibling, and they will always be there to help you. You should always go and ask them for help anytime we have a big problem like this, because we want to make sure that you're safe.
Absolutely. Safety is very important when a big
Yes,
problem
very
when a
important.
big problem comes up, definitely. So, now we've learned about two types of problems, small problems and big problems. And so when something happens, you need to take a great big breath so you can make a good decision and think about, is it a small problem? And if it is, like breaking your pencil or spilling your juice, you can fix that yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, you can fix that yourself. But if it's a big problem and somebody is hurt or somebody is sick or people are fighting, you need to go seek help from an adult right away. That's very important. And you will become a great problem solver if you follow these two steps.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. We really hope that these strategies and tips will be beneficial to you and will help you the next time that you encounter a problem. May it be small or big, you'll have some strategies that will help you.